Hey guys, today I want to go over why the rake of a website shouldn't matter at all to your betting and that you shouldn't choose which site to bet based on rake. So first of all, what is rake? It's the percent of the pot that the bookmaker takes. So the easiest way to think about it is if you flipped a coin and got 1.9 times your money back if you guess it right. So if you put £1 on heads, £1 on tails, the total prize pool is £2, but the bookmaker pays out £1.90. This means they're keeping 10 pence from each pot, which is 5%, and that is the rake. So normally betting sites will have a rake less than 10%. So straight away it might seem beneficial only to bet on bookmakers which offer the smallest rake, because then in theory if the bookmaker is making less money, it means that the bettors are making more. However, there's more to it than just that. So when you place a bet, you shouldn't be betting on the team which you think will win. You should be betting based on the statistical chance of a team winning compared to the odds. So for example, anyone could say that Brazil should beat Scotland in football, but that doesn't mean it's the correct choice to bet on Brazil due to the low payout you would receive. So when betting, you analyse the teams and work out the chance of each team winning, then you look at the odds being offered by the bookmaker or betting site and bet where your calculated odds are higher than the bookmakers. So to convert percent to odds, you do 1 divided by the percent, so a 40% chance is equal to odds of 2.5. And then to turn odds into percent, you do 1 divided by odds, so 1 divided by 2.5 is 40%. If you believe a team has a 40% chance of winning, but a bookmaker is offering higher odds than that, so let's say 3.0, it is the correct choice to bet on that team. So to show you what I mean, let's say the exact same match happened 10 times. With a 40% chance of winning, you would win 4 of your bets. And let's say you bet £1 each time, then in total it would cost you £10, but because you won 4 times, you would receive £3 times 4, £12, giving you a profit of £2. The example I just gave didn't mention the rake at all, and that's exactly the point. For all you know, the rake could have been ridiculously high, or it could have been 0, but I was still able to make the profit, and I would have made exactly the same profit regardless of the rake. When betting, all you need to do is look at the odds. The only number which matters is whether the odds offered are higher than your calculated odds, and if so, you place a bet. It really is that simple. Whether or not a rake exists does not affect your profit. Let me show you another example. So this time featuring 2 sides. So Team 1 is playing versus Team 2. Betting site X and betting site Y are both covering this game. Betting site X offers odds of 1.9 for Team 1 and 1.9 for Team 2, whereas betting site Y offers odds of 1.2 and 1.95 respectively. Clearly you can see that site X has a much lower rake, but if you believe Team 2 has a 90% chance of winning, the correct bet would be to place on Team 2 on site Y, even though Y offers a higher rake. This is due to the higher profit you would receive. This shows that rake doesn't matter. It can be beneficial sometimes to bet on the site with the lower rake, but sometimes beneficial to bet on the site with the higher rake. The only number which matters is the odds. For every game, no matter what the rake is, if your calculated odds are higher than the odds offered by the bookmaker, it is profitable to bet. A lower rake does mean a higher total payout to bettors, but that doesn't mean it's more profitable to bet on a site with a lower rake. You should always be betting on the site that offers the highest odds. The point I'm trying to get across is that the only thing which matters in betting is the difference between your calculated odds and the odds offered by the bookmaker. If the bookmaker did offer a lower rake, that would make it more profitable for you, correct, but offering a high rake doesn't necessarily make it unprofitable. So I've got one more example. There's been a lot of complaints and refusing to use CSGO Fast service due to its high rake, especially in comparison to its main competition, CSGO Lounge. So I literally just went onto the 2 sites now, and I want to show you why the rake shouldn't stop you from using the service. Firstly, CSGO Fast is offering more games than CSGO Lounge, so eSuper vs Gunrunners is only on CSGO Fast. If you see potential profit in this game, it would be worth betting on it, regardless of the rate that CSGO Fast takes. Secondly, they're offering higher odds on some of the same games than CSGO Lounge. So if we look at Godsent vs Na'Vi, the payout for Godsent on CSGO Lounge is 6.25, whereas the payout on CSGO Fast is 6.63, showing that if you saw profit in betting on Godsent, it would be the correct choice to bet on CSGO Fast rather than Lounge. When we look at the payout for Na'Vi though, CSGO Lounge offers a much higher payout, so if you were to bet on Na'Vi, then yes, you should bet on CSGO Lounge. To summarise, if you just bet using a single website and that website offered a lower rake, you would benefit from this, and if rakes didn't exist at all, then bettors all around would make more profit overall. However, the main point is that it's still profitable to bet on sites that offer high rakes. The only metric to use when deciding where to bet is the odds offered by the site. For people betting with skins, this means when you place a bet, you should check FannyBet, CSGO Fast, CSGO Lounge, and then bet on the site which is offering the best odds. All you care about is your personal return. What the site makes is irrelevant to your own profit. If your calculated odds are better than the odds offered by a bookmaker, and you trust your calculations, you should always bet, regardless of the rake offered by the site.